Yes. For a license. Okay, so you can check in at 10:45.
On a 57. How you doing, my man? All right. I have an issue that hopefully you can help me out with. I was issued this driver license a couple of years back, and it states that I'm authorized to operate 16 passengers. And I didn't use that type of vehicle to get the license, and I'm trying to see if I can somehow get it switched because it's putting me in the wrong jurisdiction. And I have all the codes and the laws to see if I can somehow get it fixed, if it's possible.
What do you mean by jurisdiction? What do you mean?
Okay, that license. When I go get my car registered, the registration is going to be according to what the license says, and according to the definition of the driver license, it says the type of vehicle operated and the gross weight vehicle rating and number of passengers vehicle can hold. And back there it says it holds 16 passengers, and I didn't sign up to operate a 16 passenger vehicle. Now, in the codes, it does have a passenger vehicle, but a passenger vehicle is described as a vehicle that's designed to accommodate 10 or fewer passengers. And I'm like, do I have the wrong driver's license? Because when they pull me over, they saying that I'm operating a 16 passenger vehicle, and I'm not, according to my records. So that's actually, because if you see here, it tells you that I'm operating a commercial motor vehicle. When you come here, see, it says the class of commercial driver's license, designed of 16 passengers, and that's what my license says, and I didn't.
I see your paper. They wrongly sent it to you.
And here,
Did you fill out your application?
no, I didn't feel like I didn't know how to,
Go ahead and fill out our application. I tried to speak too much to you and see what's going on.
Okay, but here I want you to see this because here it says that y'all can issue all the driver's license without it being for official purposes.
Construction on the side.
That was my mailing address. You erased it.
Mailing address is gonna be the same as that. If you change it, then I have to charge you money. But I don't know if they're gonna take that. So leave it. You wanna put your PO box number there?
Yeah,
Go ahead, PO box.
they're gonna charge me. I don't care if they charge me.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
Right here.
Yeah, PO box. Oh, thank you.
So before you change it, what are you gonna change it to?
Excuse me?
Before you change it, what are you gonna change it to?
What do you mean? Can you explain it to me?
Again, remember I told you about the jurisdiction. If I just listen, hear me out now. Hear me out, please. It says 16 passengers. I'm not driving a 16 passenger car. So if I present that driver's license, I will be under the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration jurisdiction, and I'm not doing that. So that's why I want to change it.
Okay, I thought you. That's what I said. Let me go and speak to my supervisor. Perfect. And you shouldn't have been there, but I wanted to double check.
Okay. This dude do not understand anything. Hello, hello.
Yes, so I just want to explain that this restriction, you're right. But this is just saying that anyone with a Class C license can drive or hazardous materials, long as the vehicle is less than 26,000 pounds. So this is on everyone's license.
So I know that's a problem with me. I literally have problem with that because it's actually putting me in the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration jurisdiction, which is a federal jurisdiction, not a state jurisdiction. Being the fact that the license is determined about the gross weight vehicle rating and the number of passengers seating
Yes.
the whole. So if I present, listen, hold on. If I register that, take that driver license, go get it registered, they're going to give me a sticker and a license plate. I put the sticker on my window, I put the license plate on my vehicle, and when the cops get behind me, they're going to run my plate, and it's going to come back as 16 passengers carrying vehicle, and I'm not carrying 16 passengers, which puts me in the wrong jurisdiction.
Right, because see, it says or greater than or less than 16 passengers. So you can carry 16 or less passengers in that vehicle.
Okay. She stated 16 passengers or less, which she was wrong, and I did not correct her at that time, but I did in the future. Okay. Now, to prove her wrong, we're going to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Now, you remember in the video, she stated that it's federal. Okay, and it is. All right, check it out. For hire versus private carriers. Anytime a passenger carrier receives compensation for transporting passengers, it is considered for hire, unless subject to an exemption. All for hire passenger carriers in interstate commerce must obtain Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration Operating Authority registration, no matter how small or light vehicles used, okay? Obtain and file minimum levels of financial responsibility, all right? 1.5 million for operating vehicles of 15 or fewer passengers, including the driver. 5 million for operating vehicles of 16 or more passengers, including the driver, okay? 16 or less passengers does not exist, all right? Check it out. Just look at the back of your license and read it, all right? It's not the same as a passenger vehicle. I'm going to explain that later in the video, okay? All right. Tips for hire status. A not-for-profit organization can be a for-hire passenger carrier if the organization receives compensation. For-hire does not require the transportation to be available to the public. If a trip includes both private passengers and passengers providing compensation, it is for-hire trip, okay? It is a for-hire trip. Now, this is the reason why I do not consider myself as a for-hire passenger carrier, okay? I'm not transporting property, nor persons or people or passengers for any compensation at all, whatsoever. All right? Check it out. We'll start from the top. To be considered private, an organization can accept no form of compensation for transportation, including donation, gift, gas money, etc. Okay? Now, all for-hire passenger carriers engaged in interstate commerce are subject to the federal commercial regulations unless they have a specific exemption. Neither vehicle size nor passenger capacity affect whether a motor carrier is subject to these regulations. Okay? For example, Chapter 201, General Provisions and Administration. Okay? We went over this word before. Here it is again. Administration, management or conduct of an office or what? Employment. Alright? The performance of the executive duties of an institution, business, or the like. Okay? We're going to go back to section 201.904, speed sign. This is a federal motor carrier safety regulation. Okay? Read it. The department shall erect and maintain on the highways and roads of this state appropriate signs that show the maximum lawful speed for commercial motor vehicles, truck tractors, truck trailers, truck semi-trailers, and motor vehicles engaged in the business of transporting passengers for compensation or hire. Okay? Speed signs are for employees that is engaging in the business of transporting passengers. Okay? For hire or for compensation. Okay? To further prove that you do not have to register, I do not have to register my vehicle pursuant to 502.003, which reads, registration by political subdivision prohibited. A, except as provided by subsection B. Okay? Remember that. Except as provided by subsection B. A political subdivision of this state may not require an owner of a motor vehicle to 1. Register the vehicle, 2. Pay a motor vehicle registration fee, or 3. Pay an occupation tax or license fee in connection with a motor vehicle. Okay? You remember this. B. This section does not affect the authority of a municipality to 1. License and regulate. You get that? License and regulate the use of a motor vehicle for compensation within the municipal limits and impose a permit fee on street rental charge for the operation of each motor vehicle used to transport passengers for compensation, other than motor vehicle operating under a registration certificate from the department or a permit from the Federal Surface Transportation Board. Okay? To further prove that, we're going to go here. We're going to back up a little bit. All right? Understanding safety regulations. All passenger carriers, both for hire and private, generally are under federal safety jurisdiction. Okay? Again, federal safety jurisdiction in their vehicles are operating in interstate commerce and meet the definition of commercial motor vehicle. A vehicle that meets one or more of the following criteria is a CMV. Okay? Has a gross vehicle weight or gross vehicle weight rating of 10,000 pounds or more, or is designed or used to transport 9 or more passengers, including the driver, okay, for compensation. Okay? Not anything 1 to 8 or less. Okay? It starts at 9 or more, or 10 or less. Okay? Or is designed or used to transport 16 or more passengers, including the driver, regardless of whether it is used to transport passengers for compensation. Okay? Where did you see that at? Right here. So, whether, it doesn't matter if you're using it for transportation or not. For compensation or not. Pardon me. Okay? As long as you identify and you don't rebut, then you're transporting passengers for compensation. All right? You have to rebut it. You have to make a statement saying that you're not operating a commercial motor vehicle. To further prove that, let's go here. Coercion. Okay? Title 49, 390. Coercion. A threat by a motor carrier, shipper, receiver, or transportation intermediary, or their respective agent, and who? Officer or representative, to withhold business, employment, or work opportunity from, or to what? To take or permit any adverse employment action against a what? A driver. Okay? A driver is an employee, all right? In order to induce the driver to operate a commercial motor vehicle under conditions which the driver what? Stated. So if you don't state anything, then acquiescence, right? Okay? Would require him or her to violate one or more of the regulations, which the driver identified, at least generally, that are codified in what? 383, 390. Okay? Oops. Alright? Simple. Go back and watch my last unlawful arrest, and you'll see me mention it to the police officer. Okay? To the officer. Where it is. Where is it? Okay? Alright. Let's go back a little bit more. Commercial driver's license, CDL requirements. Additionally, drivers operating a vehicle that meets one or more of the following criteria must have a CDL with the appropriate endorsement. Okay? The appropriate endorsement. Okay? Now, endorsement, none. This card not even activated. It's not even valid. Okay? It just have a date and your name and all of that. Okay? But it's not for commercial purposes. The officers are only enforcing federal regulations, federal motor carrier safety regulations, okay, which is a what? Speed sign, okay, for business of transporting passengers. Has a GVW, or gross vehicle weight rating, of 26,000 pounds or more, or is designed to transport 16 or more passengers, including the driver. Now, where did you see that at? Okay, 16 or more. She thought this was a less than sign, but it's a greater than, okay? It's more, including the driver. All right? Now, again, commercial driver's license. All right? Now, now, let's go on to the next one. Motor Vehicle Registration Manual. Okay, Texas Department of Motor Vehicle. All right, January 2023. All right. We're going to skip all of this. Going chapter 2. All right, check it out. Commercial vehicles. Okay, this whole Department of Motor Vehicle monologue, if you will, is based on commercial motor vehicles. Okay? Now, check it out. Everything down here is dealing with commerce. Okay? Commercial. Tow trucks, motor buses. Okay? Everything. Commercial. This is where we're going. Passenger car, municipal and private bus fees. Okay? Now, when I say this is your evidence, this is my evidence as well, that a passenger car is not subject to the federal motor carrier safety regulations, okay? AKA Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Okay, passenger car. Now, let me zoom in some more. I need y'all to see this. Be a witness. See if I can zoom in some more. Need this to be seen. Alright? But this just under Texas, y'all, so you have to find your own state that you're in to find out where you guys' information like this is located, if there is any in your state. But hey, kudos to Texas. Now, registration fees. The registration fees for passenger vehicles are based upon the gross vehicle weight. Alright? Now, you guys can read all of that. I'm going down. Okay. Going down, down, down. Alright. Right here. Vehicles to be registered with passenger license plates. Okay. Before we go any further, we're going to find out what are passenger license plates and what does they look like. Okay. So here, I had to Google it. Alright. And this is what I came up with. Just regular old Texas passenger plates. Okay. Just regular old Texas passenger plates. Alright. Which everyone has on their car. Almost everyone. Alright. Now, back to here. Vehicles to be registered with passenger license plate. Alright. Passenger license plates are issued to the following type vehicles, which contain living facilities. Alright. Motorhomes, permanently mounted camper units constructed on truck chassis, and reconstructed used trucks and buses converted to motorhomes. Alright. Now, truck tractors conversions that have fully self-contained accommodations for human habitation will be classified as a motorhome and registered as a passenger vehicle, provided the vehicle will not be operated for commercial purposes. Now, since the vehicle is not going to be operated for commercial purposes, then it's going to be registered as a passenger vehicle. Alright? Hope y'all get that. Now, such truck tractors conversions may only pull recreational vehicles, boat, travel, trailer, camper. Now, when converted truck tractors are used for hire or to pull trailers that represent commercial entities, racing vehicle trailers, competition horse trailers, vending trailers, etc., they are subject to the laws for the commercial vehicles and and should be registered with the appropriate license plate. You get that? So if you're using anything for commercial purposes, there's a specific license plate that ought to be given by the department. Okay? Now, the question is, what kind of license plate do you have? It's a regular passenger vehicle license plate. Alright? Now, let's go further prove that. Let's go down some more. Now, it's optional. You remember, registration for a passenger vehicle are optional. Okay, it is optional. And you remember, we go back to here. Okay, it's optional. They're telling you there, they're telling you here. All right. Now, station wagons, sports utility vehicles, SUVs, and suburban type vehicles are usually classified by the manufacturers as passenger vehicles. Okay? So basically, your SUV, my SUV that sits 5 passengers, are classified by the manufacturers as passenger vehicles. And if that's the case, then it falls in the class of motorhomes, permanent mounted camper units, reconstructed used trucks and buses, provided that the vehicle would not be operated for commercial purposes. Okay? It will be registered as a passenger vehicle, classified, all right? And so are SUVs, are classified as passenger vehicles. Okay? So basically, SUVs is classified as motorhomes, right? That would not be operated for commercial purposes. So if you have that anything that's classified in this, you will be required to be registered and issue passenger license plates. We all know what that is, right? All right, regular license plate. Now, here's the kicker. They left a note, all right? Note, at the time of application for title and registration, it is the owner's responsibility to inform the county tax assessor collector's office that the vehicle will be operated for commercial use. If the vehicle displaying passenger license plates is stopped by law enforcement for a violation and is operating for hire or for commercial purposes, you see that? And, it's the most important word throughout this whole passage, and is operating for hire or for commercial purposes, fine could be imposed in addition to fees and penalties for improper registration of the vehicle. Okay? So if you read this backwards, let's try to read this backwards and get a better understanding. Okay? So basically, if I place a passenger license plate on my SUV, right? Okay, and they give me, and I attach it to my vehicle, and if I get stopped, right? If I'm displaying a passenger license plate, and if I get stopped by law enforcement for a violation and it's operated for hire or for commercial purposes, then I'm committing fraud. I've registered under the wrong class, being the fact that I'm operating it for commercial purposes. But I'm not. I have passenger license plates. You see that? So this is why, quote unquote, as you guys say, sovereign citizens are, you guys need to apologize to these people. They're just not expressing themselves correctly. And it's right here. Okay? It's right here. Now you guys read this over and over, backwards, forward, sideways, up, down. You make something out of this, anything else out of the truth, besides the truth, something is wrong, man. You guys enjoy the rest of the video.
This restriction.
You guys are not getting the...
Yeah, let me
Okay.
go get the commercial driver license supervisor.
I mean, I have the codes right here.
Okay, yeah, because I'm not commercial, so I'm going to go get her, okay?
Okay,
I'll
appreciate
be
it.
right back.
Thank you. Now, would you like to come understand? Because you seem like you don't want to understand. Let me show you something.
No, that's not. They're coming. because they have more knowledge on it. So I let them see.
I'm not asking for your expertise. I just want to let you be
This is
familiar
because
with it.
That's why I brought them up here to give you a better view of what I'm trying to say. So of course let them see it. And whatever you want to show them, you can show it to them.
Okay.
All right.
All right. But check this 1 second, man. Huh?
They're coming. She gonna bring a supervisor here, commercial, and then she can give you the quote and everything.
Okay, but you see it says CD. You see it says CDL. They put me under the CDL. I'm not a CDL.
Okay. All right. So I think she give you a better explanation.
And that's the non-CDL, and this is the CDL. It's totally two different ones, Class C's.
Yeah, sure. I understand what you're saying. Let her explain to her.
Yeah, that's the jurisdiction. Is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course. I got it. Get it.
So can you show me the difference between passenger car and motor vehicle? You don't want to learn? Just want to do your job, huh? This is your job. That's two different cars. Passenger car, commercial motor vehicle. I could register it under the passenger car. I don't want to register it under the commercial motor vehicle. And they're going to use my license to get the information.
No paperwork? How old are you? Oh, you gotta have paperwork. No learner license?
I lost it. I have my, when I was 16, I got it for the first time on permit. And I've been driving permit.
Okay, did you see this course?
Yeah.
You already turned it in?
Yeah. Well, I did it like a long time ago. So like 5
Did you only do it for 2 years?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I need that. You want the 1 hour video? Let me see them before you print.
She says everybody has it on their license. That's fraud. It's fraud. You read this for me?
Yes, sir.
Just read it for me.
Oh, we already read that.
Not
So
this one.
We already have all these.
Oh, you have that?
Yes, sir.
Then so
Once
yeah.
they put us out here, they educate us what we have to do working on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Can I go put shit on my car real quick? I think I printed it. Be right back.
Man, can you come to 59? She'll help you.
I gave him a break. You got a break. You get a break. You get a break.
Break of what?
Just relax.
No, sir. We all have to do our job.
You're not working right now because I'm giving you a break.
We don't take that way, sir.
What?
Yes, sir. We all have to do our work. Giving you a red copy means we're trying to give you more information on that what you're asking.
Got you.
So we're gonna give you a good explanation what is back there. So that's why we're bringing a supervisor.
But you can't help me though.
I can help you explain to you, but
You don't want to read. That's why you're confused. You don't want to read. This is your law, so you have to abide by it.
You just watch 1 hour video? The impact you already have that. Yeah, exactly. You can go ahead and email both of those. You want the school one and the impact? It's gonna come together.
Is there a way I can rescind the license? Give it back?
What are you trying to say?
Like, give it back, rescind it. like give it back because it's the wrong class.
It is not. It is not. So
To
that's
you,
why-
it's not.
So that's what I said. We are bringing supervisor. So if you have any questions, they can answer all your questions.
Well, you don't know. How can you say it's not?
Sir, because we know. And like I said, she didn't give you a better explanation.
She didn't though.
All right, that's why we bring the supervisor here.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you gotta be patient, and we're gonna help you.
Gotcha. You didn't even read it, man. You're sad, bro. You're not doing your job.
Sir, you can say that. That's not gonna make you look nicer.
Huh?
I'm doing my job. It's just giving you more. If you need more explanation, that's what we bring the supervisor here.
I've got a picture.
By doing that, it will not help you, sir.
I know it won't, but I'm trying to get you to read something, but you don't want to read.
Sir, I know, but like I said, we bring the supervisor here.
Got you.
That's an ID, so.
Yeah, there's another one. There's another thing I have.
Didn't you tell me I watched too many YouTubes? Didn't you tell me I watched too many YouTube videos? Did not you state that?
What are you referring to?
You state that I watched too many YouTube videos. You don't remember that?
Thing. I mean, people think, people, if you have questions, that's a good thing to ask.
And I'm asking questions. You don't want to help me.
I helped you, sir, back there, but like I said, we bring the supervisor to help you.
Yeah. Okay.
See, this is all we're here for, giving you attention right there.
Gotcha.
Giving you all the answers that you need.
0317.
Yeah, seriously.
Where you going with them highlighters, Mark? Where you going with them highlighters?
Well, two of mine, and these other two going to road tax. Road tax, you need one?
No, I got mine, girl.
The document says 058.
So how long would I have to wait?
I'm not sure.
I still got 2 months. Well, a month.
Do you have a card? Do you have a? I need to write your name down. Can I see your badge, please?
First baby here, the 30, they got one.
What's your position?
I'm LPS 3.
LPS 3?
Yes, 30, that's Friday, right?
I'm still trying to figure out why he's sitting way over there. Standing way over there.
What's here?
Your name.
Why you way over there? Oh man, this is too funny.
Okay, well, whatever is close to what you are.
That's what I asked him. I asked him the same thing.
Never mind.
Yep, co-workers got to stick together. Employees. So is it possible to change the principal residence to a P.O. box on the
Only
license?
mailing address you can put a PO box.
On the license?
No, it's not going to be on the license. It's going to be on your mailing address.
Gotcha. All right.
Your residential address should be on your license.
Well, I done waited 20 minutes, and she don't have a name. Nobody. I can't get nobody's name. No manager. I need a manager's name.
She's right on the sheet. You can also.
Okay, so what, just so I can understand before I explain this restriction, what happened? You got pulled over.
Well, it's not a restriction. It's none.
Right, it's a notice.
Right.
Sorry. So what happened? How did this all come up? You say you got pulled over and they fined you?
For being a commercial driver, for having a commercial motor vehicle that's stated in here and not a passenger vehicle that's stated in 502.
Right. What kind of car were you in when you got pulled over?
A passenger vehicle, a Toyota 4Runner that seats 5.
Wow. Okay. So that's why I wanted to ask that. So did they give you a ticket?
Yes.
That they gave you a ticket in error. So you have to fight that with the court.
And nobody's winning. Everybody's been doing it. Nobody's winning in court because of that.
Are you serious?
I'm dead
Okay,
serious.
so this is on our DPS website. I'm gonna give you this. Your best bet is to show this to them in court. Let them know this is how the cars are designed. We got a picture of the back, and it's not a commercial license.
And that's exactly what I've been trying to tell them.
Oh my God.
Because it actually says commercial license right here.
Right.
Then it says 16 passengers, but over here it says passenger car, and I'd rather be under that than under this.
Right.
Because if I register my vehicle with that, the license plate is gonna have that information on there.
Wow. And you're registering your vehicle for your job?
No, personal use.
Just personal. Okay. Yeah. No. Oh my gosh. So even this. Okay. See that greater than or less than sign. I guess they're reading that wrong. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but that clearly means less than 16.
Okay, but check it out though. It says accommodation though.
Right.
It says it has to accommodate. Accommodate means it has to make room for. So I have to have room for 16 passengers, so I have to have room for 10 passengers when you use the word accommodate.
And then look, 10 or fewer.
Right.
So-
Accommodate though. You're missing that word. Means make room for.
Right.
So if
Make
I
room
open
for
up my door, I'm supposed to see 10 seats.
No, that's not what this says.
Check it out.
It's wordplay.
Follow me.
Okay.
If I go to the carnival and there's 6 of us, this has just happened a couple of days ago. We went there and we asked them how many does it seat. She said 10 or less, but it says 10 or less. So they sat 6 of us down there and left 4 open.
Right.
So that means it accommodated 10 or less.
Yeah.
So my vehicle is supposed to accommodate 10 or less. So when the police pull me over, I'm supposed to have 10 seats in my car.
And who told you this? The judge?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's all. They went all overboard with it. And you're not using your car for commercial use. Okay, yeah, because that is.
Nobody's
not-
winning in court. That's a commercial driver's license right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let me give you some more. Let me print one more thing because that is not. I'm really shocked, and it says to go to our website and everything to explain it.
And right here, it says that y'all are able to give a driver's license that's not for official purposes because 16 passengers is for official purposes.
Right, and that's why they put that little. They put this greater, less than or equal to sign to let you know that legally it's 16 or less.
Right.
So-
So that means I have to have a bus with 16 seats.
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
So you don't come inside.
and that's what everyone is assuming. That is not what DPS means when they wrote that.
But that's what the judge is
That's what
assuming.
the judge is assuming.
Right.
Oh my
And that puts us in a whole tangle.
God, the judge is incorrect. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, let me print some more. I'll be right back, okay? Because this one it just shows a new redesign. Let me print the exact meaning of this, and then I'll print a CDL license so they can see that that's what that means, like the definitions. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I'm so sorry it's taking a while. And do you mind? I can just move you right here. That way he can call the next. Because that's the only reason you were here, right? Because you weren't doing anything, getting anything done. Okay,
I really wanted to change it, or if I could.
Because that's the federal ID. That's the entire United States government. So we can't even remove
Right.
it. That's how it's made.
Right. And I just talked to the Federal Motor Car Safety Administration. They told me to come here to get this removed.
Okay, and I'm gonna call Austin too. All right, sorry, you can call the next.
No, I'm leaving.
Okay, all right, I'll be right back.
All right, thank you. She's gonna help you, all right?
Read up, man. Read.
We did. Before they put us out here, we have to get trained. We have to get all these paper passed before we typing. So
Gotcha.
once we help you out, we know what we're doing.
Right.
They cannot put you randomly up here.
Gotcha. Thank you, brother.
No problem. But I didn't know just saying that. So maybe the police officer can be wrong, but not the judge.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I printed what a CDL is. because even if you were, because even if in their mind they think it is a commercial vehicle.
It actually says greater than, not less than. That's a greater than symbol.
Okay.
Because it's right here. It says 16 passengers or more.
Okay, I see.
And I don't have a truck that operates 16 passengers or more.
Right. So we can't remove this code because that's how the license is designed. So all I can do is print what the meaning of the passenger endorsement is. So they're not
I don't have an
arguing the
endorsement.
hazmat. Right. That's why I printed this to let them know
Okay.
that's not an endorsement. That is not a commercial vehicle, and it says commercial license only. That way they know that it's only for commercial commercial licenses.
Can I get a stamp or something like that? I could do that, and they're not gonna.
Right, yeah, no, there's no stamp. That's what this notice for. This is your proof that you're in the right vehicle. Like you're not using, this is not a commercial license.
Right.
Yeah.
But somehow I'm getting charged for a commercial license. This is crazy.
Everybody's license has that thing on it.
But nobody's winning. That's why I was trying to get it changed, because according to this, it says that y'all are able to issue that a driver's license that's not for official purposes. According to the Real ID Act.
Yes, this is a real ID. That's what this is.
And it said it can actually state, it has to clarify on its face, but that one doesn't have it on there.
Right, because starting in
You know what, too, some states, they'll have on here and it just says not for ID purposes. So if it doesn't say it, that means it is for federal ID purposes. But if it says it, then you're limited. So it would say not for federal ID purposes. It's the only way that we've seen them, and those are usually other states. Texas isn't do that. Because Texas makes everybody comply. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what that's referring to.
Okay.
You should be good. You should be able to fight it, and they dismiss it because I think what he did was gave you a citation for being correct.
For a commercial motor vehicle.
and that's incorrect.
Right. Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.